Good afternoon, Arkansas meteorologist Nathan Scott. I know you've heard about the situation that a winter storm could be headed in our direction for the end of the weekend into early next week. But I want you to pay attention tonight because our risk of severe weather continues to go up. Here's the latest from the Storm Prediction Center, and this is for tonight. Through the overnight hours, while you're sleeping, we've got a 3 out of 5 risk or enhanced risk just to the southwest of Little Rock Metro, including all of the I-30 corridor from Texarkana, Arkadelphia, close to Little Rock, Hot Springs, Camden, but pretty much all of the THV11 viewing area needs to be on the lookout because we could certainly have strong, possibly severe thunderstorms, and everything is on the table when it comes to the threats. The threats are damaging wind gusts, large hail, and yes, even a tornado cannot be ruled out. Also, you notice the dashed areas here. As the storms really start to gather strength, they could produce some very high winds, and that's why this area is outlined in the dashed zone into southeast Arkansas. So you want to pay special attention to that. As the storms begin to initiate, they could produce large hail, maybe golf ball size hail to 2-inch size hail. My main concern, though, is the threat of a tornado, and where you see this hatched area right here through southwest Arkansas, right where that 3 out of 5 is, there could be a strong tornado. So a lot to watch out for tonight. You got to make sure you have several ways of getting warning notifications that will wake you up in case there is a tornado warning issued for your location. And I think we will have a tornado watch out there tonight for parts of central Arkansas. Let's walk through time here. We're going to see this potential of severe weather because the numbers are not going to really budge much at all. Ahead the Arctic front, a surge of warm air, humid air is making its way in here from the south. Here's what the radar could look like around 7 o'clock. This is not severe, but we will have the chance of spotty showers as moisture levels really start to build their way in here from Louisiana. 10 o'clock, these cells could be strong, maybe severe. I think for the most part, they'll be large hail producers, maybe some gusty winds. But look at your numbers, staying to the 50s. Through the course of the overnight, the chance of severe weather continues to be on the increase as a low-level wind jet starts to really build its way across the natural state. And this is going to be the fuel for those storms to really take off. We'll certainly have to watch out for these cells right along the border of Oklahoma and Arkansas. This is 3 o'clock in the morning, so expect a stormy night to take shape across the natural state. And then as we get into Friday morning, heavy rain, lightning, thunder, 6 o'clock in the morning, the Arctic front is knocking at our doorstep. So temperatures ahead of the front into the 50s and 60s. Behind the front, they will drop off sharply. The best chance of rain for Friday will be right around sunrise, and then everything moves off to the east quickly. So we'll have the chance of rain out there right around 6, 7 o'clock. We'll start to dry things out and the temperatures start to crash down. By 11 o'clock, we're into the 30s. Look at Fayetteville, 13 degrees. And there will be the potential of snow in this part of the state, in northwest Arkansas, where slick road conditions will certainly be a good possibility as well because it's just so cold up there as the snow makes its way through. We'll start to really clear things out for later Friday and into early Friday evening. I think we'll see some sunshine later tomorrow. So it's going to be a changeable day. And then the Arctic air really builds its way in here Sunday through Tuesday. Once again, high confidence with this scenario. Temperatures will likely be below freezing for highs. And we'll say below freezing probably for 3 days at least. Your lows dropping down to the single digits to teens. Your wind chills, medium confidence on that they'll be near or below zero. And then also we have to watch out for another storm system, but this one is going to bring us a good chance of winter weather, and it may be significant starting later Sunday night, and continuing into Monday. Here's just one model solution with that scenario as the snow starts to move in here to the Ozarks, northwest Arkansas, north central Arkansas later Sunday. And then the bands of snow continue to build their way across the region going throughout Sunday night and into Monday. So your Monday morning commute, I know a lot of people are off because it is a holiday. That's some good news. But expect, I think, snow-covered roads across a large part of Arkansas with the snow happening. And that's because as soon as the snow begins to fall, it's going to accumulate. This is going to be a dry, powdery snow. Sorry, kids, you're not going to be able to make a snowman or snowballs with this type of snow. because the temperatures are just so cold, and they stay cold. Look at Tuesday morning. These are temperatures now dropping down into the teens, single digits. Clinton, Harrison, Fayetteville, some locations may be able to drop down below zero. But let's talk about Friday, because we have that chance of severe weather. And if you're headed to northwest Arkansas, not the best situation, especially the farther north and west that you go, because there will be about trace to an inch. Isolated locations could see maybe 2 inches along the ridges here into the Boston Mountains. But I think the highest amounts will be, say, for Washington County, Benton County, and Carroll counties, and also even the Ouachitas could see a light accumulation. Here's what I'm expecting right now as we go into Sunday night into Monday. It's primarily going to be a snow event. There could be some sleet that mixes in from time to time, especially down in South Arkansas. It's still too early to give you snowfall accumulations, but I'm just going to give you the likelihood of where we're going to start off at least 3 inches possible for a large part of Arkansas. This number will be adjusted, and most likely it will be going up as we get more and more information over the next several days, as the models can really hone in on the details of where the heaviest bands of snow will set up and whether or not we'll see sleet mix in. The big story, though, is not the snow necessarily right now. It's all about that Arctic air invading. Your feels like forecasts, I want you to be prepared for Friday. If you're going out early as the storms roll through, it's going to be warm. But as we go into as early as 11 to noon hour, look at your feels like, your wind chills. They drop down to the 20s, and that's because the winds, they're going to be gusty from the west-northwest, about 15 to 30 miles per hour. That is certainly going to add a nasty bite to the air. And look at your wind chills into northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville, in the single digits. So you got to be prepared for that. Heavy coats, winter coats, gloves, hats, scarves will be needed for tomorrow afternoon. The Arctic air retreats a little bit on Saturday, and then it really comes with full force Sunday with the wind chills in the single digits Sunday morning, below zero in North Arkansas, and even during the peak heating of the day, Sunday, with the clouds around, it's still going to feel like the 20s to teens. Monday morning, it's going to feel like the single digits to teens. And then Tuesday, and this could be probably the coldest that we're going to see from this entire event, with those wind chills dropping well below zero, as close as Clinton, certainly Mena, but even here in central Arkansas, it will feel like the single digits. Today, warm and breezy, enjoy it. We'll see increasing clouds, a shower late, 62 the high, and then stay weather aware tonight with showers and storms developing. It's going to be windy, and we do have the potential of severe weather. That 50, that's right around sunrise, or pretty close to it. And that 55, that happens like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. The temperatures come crashing down throughout the day on Friday with that chance of showers early. We'll see things dry out. Gusty winds turning colder, but I do think we'll see some sun. Here's your THV11 7-day forecast now. Look at your numbers dropping. Saturday, 47, mostly sunny skies. Then that real blast of Arctic air moves in here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Once again, highs staying below freezing for all 3 days. Nighttime lows bitterly cold. And then we should be able to climb above freezing on Wednesday. For north central Arkansas, your temperatures are also going to will be crashing down, as we'll see temperatures in the 40s early in the day. But then through the afternoon hours, they're going to be probably into the upper 20s to lower 30s. You'll be in the 30s for Saturday. So your opportunity of staying below freezing could happen as early as Saturday, but certainly carry that into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, potentially into Wednesday. So you could see temperatures stay below freezing for 5 days, and your threat of snow is also going to be going up, of course, a later Sunday, Sunday night, and into Monday. South Central Arkansas, here's what you can expect. We'll see temperature around 52 around sunrise on Friday. Your temperatures come crashing down as well, so be prepared for much colder air as Friday continues. Saturday, a little reprieve, 56, but that's a cruel tease because Sunday, your temperature 39, and it could be lower than that. And then I think you will be below freezing for Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and you also have to watch out for this potential of a winter storm. Right now, I think it could be a mix of snow and sleet. Lots to keep up with. Once again, tonight Stay weather aware for the potential of severe weather, and then we'll get into the weekend and worry about the chance of a winter storm. Chief Meteorologist Tom Brandon will have the latest on THV11 at 5.